Near, far. It's actually important to be both near and far so I can properly demonstrate the breathing method, how to use the ab ribbon, all that jazz. So let me point you down a little bit here so you can see me when I do my single leg squat. So today's video, we're doing a 5-minute video on how I can help you achieve a better quality single leg squat where you're using more gluteus maximus. There's a couple tricks I have. The first one is using your breathing core. So we're going to do an extended exhalation in order to activate more obliques, transversus abdominis, all of the muscles that help to stabilize in your low back so that when you do your single leg squat, no matter the depth, you don't have to get down to a chair. I like using a chair so that you get to the 90-degree angle with your hips so that you're recruiting more glute. But if you're not there and you feel your low back move, then it's not worth it because we want to achieve back stability so that you can move more from your hip. So we don't want this movement with the single leg squat, which is tucking and releasing the pelvis. Instead, we want stability of the low back as we go down and up so that you're going to move more from the hip joint. The more stable your lower back is, the more you're going to move from the joint that sits right beneath it, which is what joint, everybody? It's the hip joint. So it's where the femur connects into the socket, right? If we achieve more stability here, we're going to be able to move more effectively here. What is the primary mover of the hip joint? It's the gluteus maximus. The gluteus maximus is supposed to be the biggest muscle in the body, but for many of us, because it's atrophied, because we sit so much, it's not the biggest muscle in the body. So my goal for you is to get that booty to be the biggest muscle in the body, like it's supposed to be. All right. So, and I do find that a single leg squat is an extremely effective exercise for increasing the strength of the gluteus maximus. Now, I'm going to quickly teach you my breathing method. We're not going to go too deep into it today because I know sometimes I like to yak, and you guys want to get right into the movement. So if you want to spend more time learning my breathing method, go to Hypoxix.fitness. That's Hypoxix.fitness. And there, not only can you take the 4-week free breath, brain, body program where you can learn my breathing method for free, but also you can find yourself an ab ribbon, which I spent years designing this thing to be very affordable because I didn't want cost to be a barrier to entry into my breathing method and using the ab ribbon. So this thing's on sale for like $18 on Amazon right now. Make sure you put the coupon on there before checkout so that you get like 20% off or something great like that. So basically, we're going to use the ab ribbon to stabilize the low back so that you're going to more effectively work from the gluteus maximus. I've definitely worked my glutes a lot over the past 10 years, and I have much more strength in my glutes because I've stabilized in my lower back and I've learned how to do this. So it's an 8-second exhalation. Again, if you feel like I'm moving too quickly, please go to Hypoxix.fitness where you can take that free program where you can spend much more time learning the breathing method. But we're going to take an 8-second exhalation, 4 key sounds: blowing for 2 seconds, hissing for 2 seconds, softly shushing for 2 seconds, loudly shushing for 2 seconds. Those sounds, those phonations are incredibly important because that's going to increase the resistance on the abdominals and it's going to allow you to sustain the exhalation for 8 seconds. And that's key for this methodology. Good morning. Hey, no pain, no gain. Awesome handle. And so blow, hiss, soft shush, loud shush. That's it. Here we go. Inhale. Did you notice what happened over the 8-second exhale? My ab ribbon is now loose. It started off as tight. So that's the key. You're always going to inhale through your nostrils in my method because it's going to increase the nitric oxide levels in the body. 2 sniffs of air through the nostrils. It goes like this. 1, 2. And then you're going to take that 8-second exhalation through the mouth on that exhale so that you don't lose that nitric oxide that you've generated, and also so you're going to create resistance on the abdominals. Okay, so let's practice one more time and then we're going to go into some single leg squat help. It goes like this. Inhale, tighten the ribbon, and now on the 8-second exhale you're gently drawing your navel in as you're expelling that air with force to increase activity of those obliques and that transversus abdominis. Exhale. That's it. My abs are already burning. My abs are burning and I've just been breathing. It shows you how powerful the breath is for increasing the strength of the core. And I prefer to do my core work in the standing position, doing fun movements like single leg squats, deadlifts, lunges, all the things that make you very metabolically active. Work your bigger muscles, but then if you integrate your core into it, you're less likely to get injured and you've covered your core work and you don't have to get on the ground and do a bunch of Pilates and other core exercises to strengthen your core. So if you like to, maximize your efficiency in a workout, well, work your breathing core. And I recommend using the tactile feedback of an ab ribbon. Personally, I think you should get one. It also comes with a QR code that connects you to learning my breathing method, all the functional movements and how to breathe with the functional movements. And guess what? It's less than $20. So Hypoxix.fitness, Hypoxix.fitness. I don't mean to be such a salesperson, but at the beginning of the lives, I like to just let you know where you can find these things, because as I start to ramble and I get in flow, I just forget to let you know where you can find these things. So here we go. We're going to practice going into just a regular squat with the breathing method. We're going to do one squat on each breath, and you're going to feel how that breathing helps to stabilize your low back. So you don't move as much from the low back, and instead you're moving from your hip joint. So let's take it. I like pressing gently down into the roller. So I'm zipping up and I'm engaging my core as I do my squat. All right, so let's hit it. Inhale, 2 sniffs, nitric oxide, and here we go. Did you feel those obliques? Let's take it again, because then we're going to take it single leg. Oh, there you are. Okay. I don't know what happened, but oh, there you are. Okay. I don't know what happened, but anyway. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so now I'm going to give you a little help with some single leg squatting. How can you begin a single leg squat if you feel, like you want to descend down to like a single leg chair squat, but you don't quite have the stability yet? First, I want you to put a hand on your low back. Let's use this breathing methodology to help stabilize in the low back and also calm the nervous system. That's a nice double whammy. You're gonna feel a lot more calm after your workouts if you slow your breathing down in conjunction with these functional movements. We're gonna begin, actually, let me back up a little so you can see my feet. We're gonna begin by kickstanding the right foot, meaning we're just you're putting like a little weight on the right foot, so you're not putting all the weight on the left. That's gonna help you out here. We're gonna do very slow motion, so half the speed of the bilateral squat that we just did. We're gonna go down on the blow, up on the hiss, down on the soft shish, and up on the loud shish. All right, let's take it. Inhale, inhale. Loosen that ribbon, right? So you're gonna feel that glute a lot more. Let's take it again in kickstand. Assist number 1 for a single leg squat. Whew. Now, assist number 2, if you feel like you're ready to take it on a single leg, but you still need a little more assistance, I would recommend engaging your lats and I'm using like a yoga strap or even a band to help you out here. So I like the overhand grip where I'm engaging my lats, which are going to help with your low back stability, okay? And taking it to a single leg. Find your foot tripod that's equal weight between your big toe, pinky, and heel in the standing position. And now here, only go as low as you can without moving your low back. Now, if you can achieve that loosening of the ab ribbon by the soft shish and loud shish, you're more likely to stabilize your low back because you're engaging your corset muscle, which helps to minimize movement in the low back, called your transverse abdominis. So let's take it nice and slow. Try balancing on the other foot. You can still kickstand here if you need to, but you can also take it on a single leg. So ready, here we go. Be really aggressive about that loud shish. I want you to get to the end of your breath. So you're getting to an involuntary inhale. So you feel like you have to take an inhale versus forcing an inhale. But always inhale through your nose to get that nitric oxide. Inhale. Whew, I feel that booty. Do you? Inhale. Whew, and that's good because now you're using your lats also to stabilize your sacrum, because your lats connect down fascially into the thoracolumbar fascia, not fascia, thoracolumbar lumbar fascia, which is connecting right here in the low back. So if you have good strength and activation in your lats, that can be helpful in stabilizing your low back and helping you to move more from your hip joint. So this is why lower back stability is so important. in total body strength training, but also helps you to more effectively work the muscles of the hip joint, which tend to be underactive in a lot of individuals. And those are the muscles that we want to be the strongest and the most powerful, you know? So now we could just use like a foam roller or even like a broomstick. You can press your hands down into it, because the act of pressing your hands down as you lift in opposition and you open your chest can also increase activation of the obliques, right? So now let's balance on the other leg and do the same thing, reaching that sit bone down as you go down, as you press down into the roller. Okay, so inhale and equal pressure with both hands. Inhale, fall back in the heel on the way down. Pelvic floor lifting on the way down in opposition. Oh my gosh. And something you might be feeling now is not only a level of calm, but also a level of intensity, that maybe your heart rate is spiking right now after lowering with the long exhale. And this is because we're increasing levels of carbon dioxide in the system when you elongate the exhale. And that's also a stressor that the body adapts to over time. And not only does it adapt to improve exercise performance within your session, but it also works to improve your stress tolerance outside the exercise session. This is one of the reasons I've been using this extended exhalation method for years. Hypoventilation. It's the opposite of hyperventilation. So we're increasing carbon dioxide levels, we're increasing blood flow to the brain and also to the body. So it's worth it. It's worth doing. So try my free program. It's at Hypoxix.fitness. That's Hypoxix.fitness. And there you can also find yourself an ab ribbon, which I use for tactile feedback. Comes with a very cute QR code. It's just a QR code, but it's on a cute little black cardboard square. Nice rounded edges. And and that will connect you to learning my breathing method for free, which now I'm in my 4th year of research at a local university here in Long Island, and also to all of the functional movements that help to teach you and integrate my breathing method into a push-up, a deadlift, a squat, a single leg squat, and also my whole library of exercises. I am a former professional Broadway dancer, and so sometimes I dance. It's true. Sometimes I put dance on my workouts, and it's really fun and gets your heart rate up. Those are only some of my workouts, but Anyway, if you use code COGNITION, COGNITION, at hypoxix.studio, my studio website, you will get, I think it's like 2 months free. I don't know what I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? I want you to join me on my website and dance and breathe with me. So come on, let's go. All right. Thanks for joining, you guys. See you next time. Bye.